Joining us, kernel and platform track. This is the very last session of the day. So my name is Yan Leong. I'm your host for today. And as usual, thank the sponsors, Science Center, Google, Microsoft, Oracle MySQL, Intel, SUSE for making FOSSASIA possible. So the last speaker for the day, for this track, is Zhao Qiang. The title is How to Customize Our Own Plymouth Theme. So Plymouth is bootsplash for Linux supporting animations using Direct Rendering Manager and KMS driver.
Which is exactly how Wayland works. You should know that's exactly how Wayland works. That's how the acceleration works. Sorry.
It gets packed into initrd. Plymouth's theme is a difficult task and will display every time when system boot with wonderful animation. Oh, nothing about Zhao Qiang. Okay, Zhao Qiang is a SUSE employee. I know he's based in Beijing. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I will, in this talk, I will have a short talk about how to make a custom Plymouth theme. Plymouth theme is animation which display during the system boot. And the first thing is what is Plymouth. The main objective behind Plymouth is to provide a flicker-free booting experience. Well, as Zhao is the main developer of the Plymouth, he said it will hide the ugly information during the boot time. And the second objective is to log the boot sequence information to a file. It can be help the administrator to debug and find many information during the boot. And the second is what KMS. I don't know. I don't dig very much information about this. It's only because the Plymouth plus the run depend on the KMS. KMS is kernel model settings. Kernel model settings. It can be will be run very early on the system boot. It will find the information and about the screen and this is data sheet I copied from the wiki. It shows the architecture of the system kernel graphics information. And then I will talk about the Plymouth. Plymouth theme and plugins. There are two main components about Plymouth. Plymouth is themes and plugins. Plugins provide the manufacture of how it runs, and the themes will specify a special animation. It will use the plugins to show its animation. And one specify themes should use only one plugins to show its performance. How to change Plymouth default themes? First, Plymouth has two sets default themes, and we should use Dracute and /f to regenerate the initrd image to put the new configuration when the kernel boots, and then how to test the Plymouth themes. We should have a victim machine or use an X11 plugins to run in a special machine. I also use SSH with another machine to test it. It can be run. In this method, it can be run after the system boot. We can find the problems like the grammar errors in the theme script or some other crash problems when it happens. And this is the steps I test the Plymouth, and it can use the Plymouth to and use the Plymouth to command to show the custom image, and if we use debug options to add a file behind the Plymouth, it will show the detailed information of the errors and other informations. And there are a lot of sample scenes.
You can speak louder.
Okay, I will speak louder. There are some sample themes which be installed by default with Plymouth, and these use different plugins to show base animations during the boot system, and like the detail and the text, the theme is always be the fallback theme. Then if other Plymouth themes cannot display very well, the grammar. The Plymouth, when we custom Plymouth themes, there are two of the most popular methods. One is one method is use the plugin in two steps. Then this method
You're going to have to shout.
Assign some pictures during in the Plymouth folders. The two steps plugins will show these images one by one during the boot, and it's very easy to custom. We should notice these images must be in PNG format. If we use a JPG or others, it will not display. And another popular method to custom Plymouth themes is use the script plugin, and in this way we should give a Plymouth script which is a grammar. It's much like a C+ and JavaScript, and very easy to use. And this is like the comment three. This three kind is also will be accepted by Plymouth script, and like the equal for Plymouth and other operators. I think these are easy, so I will not explain it much more here. And this is the condition operations, and this is the loops. We should aware that Plymouth supports hashes. This is very useful when we make animations, because some of the separates during animation, it will change the image very frequently. We always put these images names into a hash to like it to transform and functions. And then when we write the Plymouth scripts, there are two most important concepts we should understand. One is the image. We should assign a picture as background is like below. Then setting the background or other things like as the image, we should initrd like this. Then after that, we can use it in our script. The second is sprite. Sprite is based on the image. We have an image variable, then we set it as sprite. Sprite is the animation object during in this script which we can control it, and we also have the predefined functions. The finally object is to accomplish these predefined functions. We make us when these things happen, these events happen, they will call our scripts function which achieves this then to accomplish an animate. And there's also another math functions which will help us to make a random or beautiful animation. This is a simple thing. First, we make an image. This name is wallpaper. I set it as the background of this scene. I use image function to create a wallpaper image in this script. Then I get the screen width and screen height which instead of the screen's size. Then I resize my image which is same as the screen. This is the method I use to set the background. Then I set sprite z as minus 100. The z is the layer, the image level. If we have many images, we want one image A on top and image B on the bottom. We should set the different Z level to make it in different height. Then this is a message. Message can make a sentence or a word or some other thing made by characters to show in the screen. Then this is a little tweak or other fix. I set the message looks very neat and can be aligned very well. Then I set another image in front of my background and use this to set some animations. I put the image, the position, and the image tools position, and create the This is almost the most important steps to create the scene. So, any questions?
I mean, the team that you build, right? How long does the system boots up, and will the team kind of just glance through? Because this is this is actually a team that runs during the startup process, or it's the entire desktop application?
You mean what time it will be launched in the system?
So the team actually launched during like how you actually design the entire desktop. Is this, or is it about how the system starts?
Before the desktop will be launched.
Before the
it after kernel booting, it will call system D to control the Linux boot services, and it will be launched by and will by this time. And if we use X, then we use desktop. It's always, for example, like GNOME, we use GDM to launch the desktop, right? But GDM also has a system D entry. At that time, it will call Plymouth quit. Plymouth quit is a client of Plymouth service. It lets the Plymouth to exit from the screen and use an Excel of the land to take the place of the display. During the system shutdown period, it is the opposite process to launch.
So then, how relevant is a team when I think SUSE now boots up relatively fast? You know. You get my question.
If your computer only boots for 5 seconds, does it matter what it displays for 5 seconds?
Yes, because there have a demo Plymouth D runs behind, but you have client to control the demo, right? And if you have 4 seconds, that is a very narrow scan to let the Plymouth run. But Plymouth's status are controlled by the client. Then the percent of the booting is controlled by the Plymouth send. Then that will cause your Plymouth launch in the head 5 seconds. Then it will set the Plymouth quit. Then you will find a progress bar to run very fast to the end of it. Because that is controlled by system D. System is already called exit. Then Plymouth is showed as finished. So you can a sim depends on the time very much.
I have something to add to that. Yeah, to answer your question as well. So not all boot-ups will happen in 5 seconds. Consider, for instance, the case where the computer lost power and then they will have to do a FSCP on startup. And that's when it takes more than 5 seconds. And then you need to present the user a friendly screen so that, oh, my computer is having its files checked. And then there's a progress bar. Make it look real nice. How will you use it?
Okay, so it's I mean, for corporate landscapes or
No, the text frightens users. You see text, they go, No, it's true. They totally think text equals it broke. So you just want to hide text. I was going to do text make it pretty and glowing with just shadow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that quite different parameters?
谢谢。
No, so yes, I think that there's still time for the Plymouth project because it's not just about branding; it's also about assisting the user.
Okay.
Getting them settled.
I didn't have any point Yeah, I mean, most desktops nowadays, it's
Very fast.
yeah.
Well, that depends. If you've got an actual hard drive still.
Yeah.